Alright, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be hitting chest. Now I'm going to try and switch it up a little bit again today for chest. What I've noticed is the last few mesocycles I've kind of hit a bit of a sticking point with my progress in chest. Where I'm getting up to the top weight of the 40 kilo dumbbells, but I'm sort of hovering between 5 and I think the most I ever got was 8 reps with the 40 kilo dumbbells. So what I'm going to do this week is I had a review, sorry, I should just clarify. I reviewed back a lot of my training sessions there at the weekend for chest and sort of tried to analyse, where I was maybe going wrong. And what I realised was, especially on the two top sets of flat and incline press, I noticed that I'm not controlling the weight very well in the negative. I'm kind of throwing the weight about a bit, and while that can be okay from time to time, sometimes it's good fun to just throw the weight about. It makes you feel strong, and it's certainly good for teaching yourself to generate more force. But because I've hit a bit of a sticking point, now don't get me wrong, I feel my chest is it's a good size and everything, but I feel that I could be doing. I'm not progressing with the weight. I'm not making weekly gains the way I should be making them. So what I'm going to do anyway, long story short, what I'm going to do this week is instead of going just pushing for weight, I'm really going to try and focus on, especially with the dumbbell pressing, just trying to control that negative more, get a pause at the bottom, and then drive up, and we'll just see how many reps we can get. Now I'm not going to be able to get to the same weight as what I would normally get to. So I think the 40s are going to be out of the question. Probably the 37.5s as well. That's the step down. They'll probably be a bit too high. So what we'll do is we'll start with the 30s the way we would normally do, and we'll just progress up each set of dumbbells up until I get to a point where I feel that I can't make a good rep, as it were, with the next weight up. And if we can get the sort of 3-4 reps and see how it feels, see how many reps we're getting. What I'm expecting is, in fact, I know for a fact what will happen, because my warm-up weight with the 30s is usually pretty good. I'm pretty much expecting the 30s and the 32s will be fine, but then I'll start to not get the target reps with the 35s and if we get to the 37s, the 37s. But that's okay, so long as we keep every rep nice and as strict as we can, and just try and drive it up. What I might do as well is, that depends how I feel as I'm going through the movement. What I might try and do is, whenever I fail to get a rep, just try and push out a partial or two, just to add in a bit more stimulus. We'll do the same with the incline dumbbell presses. We'll not go to the top weight that we'll see how we feel when we get there. But I'm fully expecting on that one as well. We'll try and just keep everything nice and strict as we can, and see how many reps we can get. If we can get a full 10 reps with whatever weight, then that'll be our cue. With really, really good form, then that'll be the cue to go up to the next weight. And then with the flies are pretty much a pretty good form of the flies anyway, getting a nice deep stretch at the bottom, so I'm quite happy with how they're going. It'll remain to be seen how going more strict on the pressing impacts the flies. It might not impact it at all, because it's a slightly different, it's a different movement pattern. But at the same time, we might have taken more out of the pecs at that point, in which case it will affect the how many reps we'll get with the flies. But we'll cross that bridge when we'll come to it, and just see how it goes. And the plan will be for the next probably for the rest of this mesocycle, actually, just to do that week on week. Try and keep every rep nice and controlled and nice and strict on the dumbbell presses and on the flies too, and just see, does that help? Can I make progress week on week doing that? And if I can do that, then we'll keep that going for a little while, and see what we can't achieve doing things that way, just switching things up and doing them slightly better, as it were. Anyway, let's get to it. that's going to do it for chest. All in all, that went pretty well today. As I expected, I didn't get up to the heaviest set of dumbbells that I have been using, but that's okay because I felt that, and I would need to look back at the footage just to confirm, but I felt that each of the reps on the dumbbell pressing exercises was much better controlled than what I have been doing. And I was able to add in on some of the sets anyway, some length and partials just at the end whenever I failed with whatever weight. Again, I didn't get up as many reps as I would like to have done, especially with the 35 kilo dumbbells. I would have loved to have been able to get a full 10 reps of those, but it is what it is, and it gives us a good baseline moving forward. Again, on the incline pressing, the rep cadence felt really good. I felt like I was in better control of the weight. And again, didn't manage the full number of reps, but again, that's okay. The flies, I did it at the end of the day. I did, I think I dropped something like four reps over 2 sets on the flies. So what I did was I added in an extra set. I just dropped about 3 kilos off the dumbbell and did an extra set, and really just tried to milk a life out of each rep, getting a nice good long pause at the bottom of each rep, when in the stretch position. And just went to failure. I couldn't get any more on those, and then again tried to get a few length and partials with them. So all in all, that went pretty good. So what we'll do is we'll carry this on for the rest of this mesocycle and see how, see what sort of progress we can make. I think what has sort of lit a fire under my backside a little bit is with chest anyway. I made some good progress in the first couple of mesocycles of this year, but that last mesocycle I hit a complete brick wall. I didn't make any progress over the course of, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. And unfortunately, because I don't have a lot of equipment, my exercise selection's pretty limited. I could do barbell bench press and barbell incline press, but the barbell pressing tends to aggravate my shoulder, so it does. So where the dumbbells don't really. So in the absence of having like any equipment that I can use to actually change the exercise selection, I think and rather than doing just the same thing over and over again, to the definition of stupidity, isn't it? The only option really left to me is to change the way that I'm doing the exercises, to try and make them that bit more strict and to sort of focus in a bit more on the form and keeping the form right. So we'll keep that going for the next lot of weeks anyway, and we'll see, does that jumpstart the progress in any way. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. If you've enjoyed the video, feed the anabolic algorithm with a comment, shares, likes and subscribes, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.